guys, my name is Nina and I am a reseller on Depop and Poshmark. If you want to check out my closet, it's just at NINATEST. And let's just get into the video. Today I'm going to discuss some annoying things that happen on these platforms. One of the things that I find the most annoying is people who don't read. And you're going to have this a lot. So if you're very easily irritated or you respond rashly to comments, maybe this isn't the job for you. I get this all the time. You can list every single thing in your description and you're still going to have people who ask you questions that are there in the listing. So example, you can put measurements, you can put the material of your item, and you can put any flaws that the item might have, and you're still going to have someone who comments or messages you and says, hey, what's this material? Hey, what's the waist of this measurement? Hey, is there any other flaws? Is there any flaws? Even though you've listed everything possible, you're still going to have those people who just don't read it and just want a response from you and all that. So that gets pretty annoying, but take a second and breathe and think about how you would want to be responded to. If you walked into Walmart and you said, oh, how much is this to someone, they would just scan it for you and tell you how much. They wouldn't be like, it's right there on the price tag. Would you buy it if they responded rudely to you? No. So just respond nicely and maybe you'll have a potential customer, or maybe not, but there's no sense in being rude about it. And just be very cautious about your wording, because even if you don't mean to be rude, a lot of the times when people type things, it comes off as rude or harsh. One time someone asked me for a measurement and it was in the listing, and I said, oh, this information's in the listing, and then they blocked me. They, I'm assuming, thought that I was saying it in a rude way. Now, when I type things, I say, oh, this measurement is blah blah. All the other measurements are in the listing for you, and put little heart emojis or something so that they know I'm trying to be friendly and giving them the information that they need, but also telling them at the same time that if they need any other measurements, that the listing already has it there for them. Another thing that gets super annoying is scammers, and you're going to have this a lot more on Depop. You might have a lot more spam on Poshmark, but you're going to have a lot more scam on Depop, and there's a difference there. So Depop, pretty much you are going to get insistent messages all the time that's like, hey, I'm really interested in this item. Can you call me at 2468? This is fucking scam bait. Or can you email me at thisisascam.com? And they're going to send you messages about several different items if you don't respond. I typically just delete their message, or I go and just block them entirely so that I know in the future I won't have to deal with them again. These are not potential buyers. They are not going to buy anything. They want to get your information and scam you. Do not do anything off the app, and that's just common sense when you first start. Just don't trust anyone. Just go into the app and stay in the app. Don't take it offline. Don't take it off the app. Offline. Don't be emailing people. Don't call people. I don't get those as often, but the last couple days I've been getting them more, where people want me to call them instead of email. Either one is wrong. Don't try it. Don't do it. They're not interested in your item. Poshmark, I feel like you have people who are going to be scammers in the way that they are going to insist they get it for like $5, and then when they do get it, they'll get it, open a case and say, oh, this has a big mark on it, and there wasn't a big mark or something like that. So there can be scammers in that way, but I don't find that the scammers on Poshmark are the same as in Depop, where they want you to call them and email them. Who knows? I could be wrong. Maybe they just haven't contacted me in Poshmark that way. But yeah, be aware of scammers on both platforms and just know your item and be ready for those types of cases to happen. And yeah. So moving on from that, I guess the next thing would be lowballers, and you're gonna have this on any selling platform that you use. People like to get things for cheap. They like to make a deal. They want to see how low you will go. Okay, they think this is limbo or some shit. Okay, they think it's limbo. You could have something priced for $100, and somebody's gonna offer you $5. It's going to happen. Now, if they really think you're going to accept $5, probably not. But they want to see how low you're going to go and then see if they can counter and get you to go even lower. So if I had something listed for $100, which I don't list anything that high, but if I had something listed $100 and someone offered me $5, maybe the lowest I'm thinking about is, okay, I'll give them 80. So I counter 80 and they're going to counter 15. They want to see it if I can make any more room. So maybe I'll think about it. I'm like, I paid $10 for this item. I can go down to 60. And they want to see if you'll go down to 55. So they want to see how low and you're willing to go on that item and how much of a deal they can make. So a lot of the times they will start off at something extremely low and ridiculous that they do not expect you to actually accept. And occasionally you'll have people who do want you to accept that. You know, you'll have people who offer you 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, then 10, and then they stop at 10, and they don't want to offer any more than 10 for your $60 item. In that case, you know, just ignore it. I don't often decline offers. I always counter at first. So if I had something for $25 and someone offered me 5, I would counter 20. But if they countered again and just stuck at 5, I'd probably just ignore it after that. I don't necessarily just decline it altogether. I just ignore it. And they kind of get the message that I'm not going to accept $5. So if they're not going to come up at all and meet me somewhere, it's not going to work. So that's how the offering system on Poshmark works. On Depop, you're going to have buyers message you. So it's not an offer system. They're just going to be like, oh, will you do this $15 shipped, or can I put this all in a bundle and give you $10 and you're going to ship it all even though the shipping's more than $10, and you're going to have nice customer service with these people and find a reasonable offer and make it not so you're being mean, but you know you're also giving them a good deal. Because you need to make a profit, and that's the thing. You don't want people taking advantage of you. You have to make sure you're making a profit from the item. Is it worth selling to these people? And that's up to you to calculate in your head. I source very, very cheap inventory, so most of the time, even if they really lowball me, I still make a profit. But I do have, you know, a tolerance. Like, I know I can get this for someone to buy this for $20, so I'm not going to accept $10 at this moment. If I have it for a year and then someone offers me $10, maybe I'll take it. But if I'm confident I can make more, I'm gonna pull away, depending on how much they're lowballing me. But you're going to have customer service in the way that you need to actually communicate and write sentences to these people on Depop. On Poshmark, it's just numbers. You just go back and forth with numbers. You can't type anything unless you're doing it in the comments, which people don't do that on Poshmark very often. Depop, you actually have to message these people and communicate like you would in person. You would have to say, I'm willing to do $10, but you would have to pay shipping, and shipping's $9, so your total would be $19, and I can't go any lower than that, because then I wouldn't make a profit. You know, for them, it's $19. For you, it's $8. That's how much you're taking home. You know what I mean? So, actually, probably be less than that. Annoying things, let's think. Just the basics of having to really examine your item and really get everything you possibly can to make sure this item's good enough for your closet. And yeah, I think that's gonna end it for today because I didn't think this out well enough in advance. And maybe I'll make a part 2 to this video. Who knows? Alright guys, have a wonderful day. Any questions or comments, just leave them down below and hopefully I'll get back to you. I'm not the best at responding to YouTube because I don't check it often. But yeah, have a great day. Bye.